Dean Steele. Well, it is Monday morning, and here's what we have to say for you today. Now, I want you to look at Psalm 91, verses 11 and 12. This is what David had to say when he was chatting with us. He said simply this: no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. For he commands his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Now, about several weeks ago, I did a series on angels and 15 different things that we know about angels from the Bible. And here David reminds his audience and us today that one of the major themes of the Bible is, of course, angels. In fact, the book of Hebrews tells us that ministering spirits are actually angels. They work on our behalf. David says that the Lord will command his angels to guard over you in all your ways. Remember, no matter where you are today and wherever you go, you are not alone. I love that. I love to know that the angels of the Lord actually camp around us who love and fear the Lord. You know, they are powerful and they are glorious. In fact, one angel destroyed an entire Assyrian army. That's right. One angel did that. And when you look at the book of Revelation, for example, you see angelic activity throughout that entire book. And it's just a simple reminder that the unseen realm, the supernatural realm, is just as active as the natural realm as well. And the one thing that we are so grateful for is the fact that we are not alone, that no matter where we go, no matter where we find ourselves today, we are not alone. The Lord has sent his angels to keep us safe. There have been many times in my life where I know that something could have happened, and yet the Lord protected me. And he will do the same for you as you follow him and you love him. And it's also great to know that they are full of goodness and mercy. In fact, I used to have a pastor. His name was Pastor Bunting. And he would tell us funny little stories about angels. He said, I have two angels, he says, sure. And it was based on, of course, Psalm 23. And he said, surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. And he said, my angels are called Shirley and Goodness. I thought that was kind of cute. But listen, the reality is they protect you to the point that you will never even dash your foot against a stone. Now, of course, Jesus had an interesting incident in his temptation in the wilderness. In fact, Satan took him to the highest point of the temple and said, throw yourself off, because Psalm 91 says that the angels will protect you lest you dash your foot against a stone. Now, Jesus, of course, was not going to do that. And his response is, listen, I'm not going to put the Lord to a foolish test. But the devil was well aware of the fact of the power and also as well the ability of the angels, because he himself was an angel at one time and is now in a fallen state. So Satan used that verse against Jesus, yet Jesus did not fall into it because he knew his life was in the hands of the Lord. Jesus chose at the time of his death that basically angels were actually ministering to him in the Garden of Gethsemane. Now, you may not have the luxury of having angels watch over you, but doing what angels did, for example, for the nation of Israel during the Assyrian, or Judah, I should say, during the Assyrian captivity, or that attempt to overcome them. But I love the song from Amy Grant that says simply this: angels are watching over you today. I like that song. So remember, wherever you go this day, you are bulletproof until the Lord tells otherwise. And also, as well, you are walking in victory and without fear today, because the simple fact is, angels are watching over you. David wanted to bring that to our attention, and I want to bring that to your attention as well today. Remember, you don't have to walk in fear. And I also want to give you one verse before we finish today. And it's simply that. It's First Timothy or Second Timothy 1:7 that says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and of a sound mind. Now, again, David reminded us that the angels are watching over them and watching over us today. But also, as well, realize this: you don't have to have any fear in your life, because number one, the love of God is being spread and given to you today. And when you are walking in God's love, you have power over any form of fear that would try to paralyze you today. And that love and that power also brings with a soundness of mind and a confidence in the Lord, a confidence in his angels, and a confidence in yourself. That's my thought for you today. My name's Robert Dean Steele. Thank you for joining me today. Have yourself a great and godly day.